So today I'm going to be showing you how to airbrush this look, showcasing Espresso from the By the Fire Trio collection. So if you are interested, please keep watching. So to start this look off, I'm going to go ahead and apply Espresso to the outer corner of my eyelid as well as the outer V, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it up into my transition all the way towards the inner part of my eyelid. So if you are new to my eyeshadow videos, my compressor dial is at 10 o'clock, and I'm just lightly pulling back on the lever to release small amounts of pigment as I continue shading in my transition and that outer corner. So when I'm doing eyeshadow, especially the outer corner color, I like to go ahead and lay down somewhat of an outline first. So here I'm just applying the Espresso to the outer corner of my lower lash line, connecting it to the outer V. And once I have that outline established, I'm just going to go ahead and continue shading and fill in the color, going back and forth between my two eyes just to make sure that, the amount of color is even, at least even to the best of my abilities. So here I'm just continuing to shade. I'm going to go ahead and continue to fill in my transition and make sure everything's blended really nicely. And I'm also going to concentrate color in the fold of my lid just because I want that added depth, especially for this eye look. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply this color all over my lid, blending it all the way into the inner corner of my eyelid and then blending it up to connect it with my transition. I'm also just going to go ahead and continue to layer just a bit more color into the natural fold of my eye for some added depth. Now the next shade I'm going to be using is 24 Carat, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that starting at my tear duct and feathering it into the inner corner of my eyelid as well as up toward the Espresso in my transition. Now because the Espresso in my transition is a little bit higher, I want to make sure to connect this 24 Carat all the way up to the starting point of where the Espresso typically ends on my eye. That way everything is nice and blended and even. Here I'm just adding more layers on top of it just to give that inner corner a bit of a bold look without overpowering the Espresso that I laid down. I'm also going to apply this 24 Carat to the lower lash line, just the inner corner, connecting it to my tear duct just for an added pop, and it kind of brings the attention a little bit more to my eyes. And then taking the 24 Carat, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone very lightly. These colors are super buildable, of course, and it's really nice because you can go from this light accent of gold all the way to this huge bold pop of gold on the inner lid. Now I'm going to be taking the color Date Night, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that on my lower lash line for another added pop of color in between the 24 Carat and blending it out to the Espresso in the outer corner of my lower lash. Now it really helps to go back and forth so that you can get an even amount of the color on each eye. That way one is not either longer or more bolder than the other. And the next step is to do Airliner. So here I'm just going to go ahead and speed through this. So if you're unfamiliar with Airliner, I really recommend that you check out my how-to on Airliner stencils, just so you can see a slowed down version of this process. And I'm just using jet black with my Cat Eye stencil. And this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for more looks using the By the Fire Trio collection. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.